This is All India Radio. In the program Spotlight, we now bring you a discussion on free online updation of documents in Aadhaar. The participants are Dr. Saurabh Garg, Chief Executive Officer, Unique Identification Authority of India, and Omvesh Upadhyay, AIR Correspondent.
The government is allowing Aadhaar card holders to online update their documents free of cost. The free service is available for the next 3 months, that was started on 15th of March and will end on June 14th. And today, to discuss on this in detail, we have with us Dr. Saurabh Garg, CEO, UIDAI. Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
So Dr. Garg, to begin the discussion, when we know that the Unique Identification Authority of India has undertaken document update initiative and urging residents to revalidate their Aadhaar issued 10 years back. Dr. Garg, can you please inform our listeners more about this initiative and how it is going to benefit residents?
Yes, first of all, thank you for having me here. And to inform all the people who are listening, the Aadhaar has emerged as a proof of identity for residents in India, and it is also being used to avail several government schemes and services, and for availing numerous other services also. We have started this campaign that residents who had got their Aadhaar, let's say about 10 years back, and never updated their Aadhaar after that, they can get their documents revalidated by uploading the proof of address and proof of identity. The entire list of documents is available on our website, and any one of those can be uploaded. And this helps to keep the Aadhaar updated, which is an integral part of ease of living and for better service delivery. The government has made this service free of cost for the next 3 months, and we have got very encouraging response. And I appeal to all the listeners and whoever is listening to this program to take this opportunity and get the Aadhaar updated.
Dr. Garg, what as per now we know is that UIDAI has made online document upload in Aadhaar under this initiative free of cost for 3 months till 14th of June. Can you please share more detail on this?
Yes. What we are saying is that these documents, the proof of identity and proof of address, can be updated online on the My Aadhaar portal free of cost, and this will benefit the millions of residents who need to do this updation. This is an integral part of the Digital India initiative and is available, as I mentioned earlier, from until the 14th of June for the present. This service is available only on the portal, so that in case you want to go to a physical center, then the normal charges of rupees 50 have to be paid. In case that anyone wants to change their demographic details, like if they want a small alteration, spelling mistake is there in the name, or a change in address, then they have to follow the normal procedures, which is a paid service of 50. This is just to update their documents, the proof of identity and proof of address, which we are saying that once in 10 years it is advisable to do it, and that's why we have kept it free of cost.
And there what talk about is also on the Verify Aadhaar campaign to promote usage hygiene among all stakeholders. Please elaborate on this as well, Dr. Garg.
Yes. So, as I mentioned earlier, Aadhaar is being used across the country for accessing various services. It is necessary to confirm the genuineness of the Aadhaar that is presented. That Aadhaar could be the Aadhaar letter or an e-Aadhaar copy or the Aadhaar PVC card. So, in order to verify whether that Aadhaar is genuine or not, it is a very simple process. There is a QR code which is available on the Aadhaar document, whichever is presented, and it can just be read by using a QR code scanner, which is available any of the Aadhaar or on the Play Stores also. And by this, you can confirm that the Aadhaar name and the photograph which are there are actually the genuine Aadhaar, so that in case there has been any tampering done or any photoshopping done of that Aadhaar, it can be detected. And this ensures that the Aadhaar benefit is going to the right person and not to any other person. And this also brings in a certain amount of faith in the genuineness of the Aadhaar, and people can confidently use it and feel trusted that no one can tamper with their Aadhaar. So we are encouraging all state governments, all Aadhaar users, banks and other agencies to kindly verify the Aadhaar as and when any resident presents their Aadhaar.
And here to mention that recently UIDAI have launched a new security mechanism for robust fingerprint-based Aadhaar authentication. Dr. Garg, please elaborate how this is helping in making authentication transactions even more robust, secure, and cutting down spoofing attempts.
So we are constantly looking at ways to improve the credibility of Aadhaar and the faith and trust that people have on the Aadhaar ecosystem. That's how we have rolled out this new security mechanism for Aadhaar-based fingerprint authentication and for detection of any spoofing attempts. So this application that we have brought out is an artificial intelligence and machine language based security mechanism developed in-house by UIDAI in our research team, which checks the liveness of the fingerprint that has been used. So this will make the Aadhaar transactions even more robust, even more secure, and ensure that no one else can try and make some use of spoofing attempts. This Aadhaar fingerprint authentication is fully functional, and it will benefit a lot of people who have a fear that someone else can utilize that fingerprint and utilize it for this purpose. So we've tested it, and we are constantly improving on it, and I would like to assure people that this will only help. Even if you use your fingerprint, they should be assured that no one else can use it.
We know that Aadhaar has been significantly used for government's direct benefit transfer and public welfare schemes. We also know this that a user can also check their eligibility for particular schemes through Aadhaar as well. So what's your comment on this?
So the direct benefits transfer schemes that the government launched are intricately linked with Aadhaar, because Aadhaar ensures that the benefit goes directly into the bank account of the beneficiary that has been selected. A large number of schemes are using, DBT schemes are using, among others, PM Kisan, Pehel, the PDS rations which are given on a month-to-month basis. So what has been seen is that Aadhaar ensures that in all these DBT schemes, the time that is taken to implement the schemes gets reduced. The benefit goes directly into the bank account of the individual, and any ghost beneficiaries or any wrong beneficiaries automatically get excluded. So all this has ensured not only a transformation in how the schemes are formulated, but how they are designed and how they are implemented. And because of this, the government has saved more than 2.5 lakh crores over the different schemes by ensuring that the benefits go directly to the people, and therefore more schemes and more people can be covered by the savings that is happening. So we are continuing to work with the DBT mission and hope that this transformation of scheme design will continue in all the other schemes that are being implemented by the government.
And here to mention in the discussion that although India has a huge network of banks covering urban and rural areas, yet to cater to the needs at blocks and villages or even more smaller portions, the Aadhaar-enabled payment system was launched. Some AEPS were even popularly called as micro ATMs for the convenience that they provided to the customers. So how one can use this service and how significant it has been since the launch?
So, as I mentioned earlier, the DBT program ensures that the funds reach the bank account. But it is very important for the resident to be able to withdraw those funds from the bank account. And as you mentioned, we have more than 6.5 lakh villages, but obviously all villages don't have a bank branch. So what the AEPS system has done, or there is a small card reader or a small micro ATM, which is a handheld device, and there are more than 50 lakh of these machines or these small units which are just slightly bigger than a mobile phone, which are available with shopkeepers, other shops, etc. across villages, where people can go and using the AEPS, using the fingerprint, using the Aadhaar number, access their bank accounts, and the shopkeeper can give the funds whatever they want. So this has made, as I call it, made geography history, that the depth of distance, that even though the bank might be 5 kilometers away, you can go 50 meters to the shop and withdraw the money. You can even deposit money. You can get to know what is the account balance. And I think the amount of benefit that this gives, and especially during COVID time, when a lot of establishments were closed or bank branches may not have been open all the time, this could ensure that funds were available to a person in their village across the year. So I think this has really transformed lives of people, and we continue to hope that we will continue with these kind of innovations around Aadhaar as we move forward.
So can we ultimately say that the cornerstone role that Aadhaar played, public welfare scheme is reaching to the last mile, as even Prime Minister reiterated?
Yes, and that is the objective. In fact, now nearly 1700 schemes of the state and central government use Aadhaar to authenticate, to verify, to select beneficiaries, and also to ensure that funds get transferred to their accounts. So we are happy to be a part of this story of the digital India growth, the digitalization of the Indian economy, which no doubt will help India to grow faster. I can just add one more thing, that during the period 2015 to 2020, the digital part of the economy grew at 2.4 times the other part of the economy. So that's the kind of growth that we are seeing. I'm sure a lot of this has been due to the presence of the identity which is Aadhaar.
Absolutely. There's also an interesting fact that India's G20 presidency has brought in a lot of focus on digital public infrastructure and Aadhaar. Dr. Garg, how are you looking at internationalization of Aadhaar and helping countries achieve specifically SDG 16.9?
Yes. So as everyone knows, digitalization is increasingly becoming a defining feature of any successful economy. And in India also there's been a digital revolution which has led to systemic changes on how people, Indians live, work or do business. So the world economies are looking at the experiment in India, and the G20 gives us a wonderful opportunity to present what we have done in digital public infrastructure across the country. A number of countries have shown interest in Aadhaar and other digital public infrastructure like the payments and other DigiLocker and a host of others that we have, which are all part of the India stack. And all these help to promote good governance, enable ease of living, and the digital identity, no doubt, is the foundation of a lot of these digitalization efforts. A number of international bodies are also in discussion with us, and we are also looking at how we can support other countries in the Sustainable Development Goal, the UN's SDG 16.9, which is that all countries should provide a legal identity to their residents by the year 2030. So we in India, since Aadhaar saturation is now near universal, we are in discussion with a lot of other countries and also presenting this story in the G20 meetings, and we hope to learn from other countries and at the same time inform others of what we are doing, which will overall benefit of the global world, which is in tune with the G20's theme of one world,
one earth, one family.
One family.
On that positive note, thank you so much, Dr. Garg. You shared valuable insights with us, and we believe this information will be of great help to listeners. Thank you so much for joining us on All India Radio.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me here.
You were listening to a discussion on free online updation of documents in Aadhaar. The participants were Dr. Saurabh Garg, Chief Executive Officer, Unique Identification Authority of India, and Omvesh Upadhyay, AIR Correspondent. This program was produced and presented by the News Services Division of All India Radio. You can listen to it on our mobile app, News on AIR. This program is also available on our YouTube channel, News on AIR Official. You may share your feedback about this program through email at airnsttalks@gmail.com or WhatsApp on 9289094044.